want to speak briefly about guilt and giving. I'm going to call this guilt and giving. Let's say you're at a place in your life where you've been through some things and you're finally able where you can relax, but you're feeling altruistic. You want to give back to those who are trying. Please be careful with that. And don't let your ego get in the way of your accomplishments. And I'm going to go ahead and give you an example, and then I'm going to let you guys go. Let's say that someone was raised up and, they barely got by, barely made it. There were some lean times. But they, did well in school or did well in a craft or started to work on something, work on their dream a little bit. They were diligent about it when they got grown. They worked hard. They made whatever sacrifices that they needed to make. They spent a lot of time producing. They went through some hard times where, sometimes they questioned the mission, or sometimes they felt like that the blessing wasn't going to come through. But the whole time the Creator was there and was watching, understanding that this person had to go through all of this in order to develop the inner strength needed to take on the responsibility of their blessing once it's given to them. And let's say this person is at that place, they're at that pinnacle, their dreams have come true, they are there. Now, there are two types of people once they reach this level. First type I'm going to talk about, these are the good ones. These are the ones who have not forgotten where they came from. And will, some small measure, any measure whatsoever, they will take some of what their bounty is to try to help someone who is trying to do something for themselves. They might be trying to follow in the same footsteps they followed in. They might be just trying to take care of what they try to take care of. They're trying to help someone who wants a little bit more. That person who has the mindset, who is driven, who has the hard work, they give back to them. And they kind of become sort of either a sponsor or a mentor or whatever the case may be to this person. Those are the good people. And we're not here on this earth to just bless things and keep things for ourselves. No, we are blessed so we can use that blessing to help others. That's what the way it's supposed to be. And it doesn't matter what religion or spirit or faith or whatever that you're in, they all preach this in one faith, form, or fashion. It's not meant for you to hoard all of the blessings that they're given to you by the Creator. It was meant for you to, yes, live in abundance, so your abundance could be an example towards other people. But also you're supposed to take some of that abundance, and it doesn't have to be financial. It could be spiritual. It could be physical, It could be another way to help someone who is trying to do better in their life. Now remember that part, okay? Now we got the bad ones, and we all know that the bad ones are. These aren't bad people. These are just people who are so into themselves. Their ego has taken over. Once they reached whatever level they wanted to reach, their ego has taken over, and they are just totally in their head about what they have. Some of these people won't give anything to anybody, won't acknowledge where they came from, won't talk about their struggles, won't share. They will not share. The only thing that they share is the fact that they accomplished this. They have no problem sharing the fact that they have this, that, and the other. Sharing the fact that they accomplished this, that, and the other in front of other people so they can make themselves look good or gain the attention of other people. That was their sole goal. That's the only thing that they share. But out of this group, there are some people who do share, but they share with ill intent. I've talked about that in a previous audio. People who give with the wrong intentions. They're manipulative givers. And you might want to check the track list on that. There were a couple of videos that I did that kind of touched on it, but I think one in particular addressed them directly. So just go ahead through the video list and check it out. But there are some people, they'll give and brainwash themselves to think that it's okay to just fling everything around, just to give to anybody who asks. And what they're thinking, because of whatever tradition they were taught, whatever beliefs they were taught, that it's okay for them to give of their resources to just anything and everybody. And they don't use any discernment, and they don't even do their research on the person that they're giving this stuff to. They don't. Because they're doing it for this full selfish reason of saying, I gave, I gave, I gave. And these people get punked all the time. There are people in this world that seek people like this out. And I know some of you don't want to hear that, there's good in everybody. Yes, there is. There's good in everybody, but it's up to that person as to whether or not they want to use the good and be the good. And some people choose not to. Some people don't know what good is. And they seek out people like these so-called givers. They see them coming, and they've got the plans laid, they got the story set, so they can get their hooks into them. But you can't tell the giver that. They'll even come back to you and say, oh, well, I went ahead and gave them so-and-so, and if whatever they choose to do with it, they choose to do with it. Okay, that's fine if you don't know their situation. But if you already know how this person thinks and moves and the type of lifestyle that they live, you already know this and you choose to give to them anyway, how in the world do you expect to be blessed? You're being stupid. You're not using wisdom with your gifts. You're not using wisdom with your gifts. And it's sad to say that there are some faith-based organizations that are telling you that the minute you get a penny in one hand, that you got to put it out the other. You're not supposed to have anything for yourself. Because that's being selfish. At some level, we have to be selfish, because in order for us to be selfish at some level, that makes us be puts us in a higher spiritual position, so we can help other people. You have to be selfish when you practice self-love, and if you don't love yourself, how are you going to love other people? So just be careful of these givers. I got to get out of here, but anyway, I hope you have a blessed and prosperous day. And I'll talk to you next time.